I need to get up, do the dishes, brush my teeth. I'll do later on. Alright, let's get the day started. The skit at the start of this video is a visual representation of how I felt the first 2 to 3 months of my mum passing, and it was literally the back and forth of getting up to go do, brush my teeth, wash the dishes, have a shower. It literally just fighting with myself whether to do it or not. And it got to the point where I was just sick and tired of like feeling depressed, sad, and being in bed the whole time. I've always been an active person. I did football, obviously going to the gym, and me staying in bed was just not the norm. Giving myself small tasks to do around the house, it was obviously a good thing to do because it did get me up and moving. But all of a sudden, I'll find myself back in bed for the next few days, and then I'll go do another task that I needed to do, and it was just it just wasn't very productive. I realized what I was going through was a problem because I wasn't eating nothing at all, like not even like little snacks or actual foods, and it started to become very unhealthy for myself. So I lost a lot of weight. I was started like my weight was around, I think it was 90 kg, 89 kg, and now I'm at 83 kg, 82 kg, around that weight. Um, and I knew that that was a massive problem, and that wasn't me going to the gym. It was literally through not eating and just being stuck in bed. So that was a massive problem for myself, and I decided to start taking walks to the shop. Um, but instead of going to my shop that was very close to me, I went to one that's like a little bit further out. Just walks there, come back, and do whatever I've got to do. Um, but then once I knew that movement was helping me, I went for walks down the river because I lived close to the river, so I was able to have a nice scenic route to go down that gave me the motivation to keep walking. Let me be open and honest with you. If you're in this position where you're in bed, don't want to get out of bed, you're stuck in the rut, I could help motivate you. Your family can help motivate you, but it starts off with you. If you're not in that mindset of wanting to make change, it's bloody hard to get out of that mindset of wanting to be in bed, missing whoever you have lost. But there gets to a point where that mindset has got to change. And I think that's where people's perception of grief is. You become anxious, you become sad, depressed, and being in bed. That's what grief is. You know, you miss this person, and that's that's it. Like your life is over, but it's not, and I can tell you that for sure. I've only lost my mum. It's been 6 months, and I want to change that perception. That's why I'm making these videos. is to show that you can do things to get yourself out of that mindset, I guess. Um, you've got to be strong when you start to feel that way, but it comes along with time, and it comes along with starting to know yourself. Once you know yourself, I know that if I'm if I'm not active, then I'm gonna stay in that position that I'm in, where I'm in bed. But I knew that I needed to get up and move to be able to get myself out of that situation. I'm pretty sure anyone who's in psychology or in the mental health industry can vouch for this. But physical activity is the best thing for you to do to be able to get yourself out of the situation that you're in. Because when you do physical activity, it releases endorphins to help you to feel a lot better. But that's going to be in a separate video that I'll be doing in the future. I think once you start getting the hang of going for your walks, and it's then becoming your routine throughout your day, start to think about going to the gym, because then that releases a whole nother feeling in your body. But also it helps to release other emotions that you've had. So I tend to feel that when I walk, it helps me to reflect, and it helps me when I feel sad. Um, it helps me when I feel depressed. But when I've gone to the gym to use weights, it's helped me to release anger. It's helped me to release any sort of frustration that I have. The rest of the clips that I've recorded didn't end up recording. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.